Hey guys, this is Mongolian Mindset, and today we're going to be helping one of our members, Jordan, find his personality type. Um, Jordan, you don't have to go into any traumas or anything like that, but what you do say we will use to triangulate down on your best fit type. Um, and you're free to do that, whatever you need, feel as possible. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Jordan from Belgium. I don't know what else to say. I like to read. That
Like to
sums
read.
it up.
So, what got you into typology, man?
Uh, I think back then I was dating a psychologist, uh, and she told me about MBTI, and I took the test, and then I was like, okay, it seems like me. It was interesting. Uh, And then I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years later, I found uh, CS Joseph YouTube channel, and I think there was interesting stuff. And well, it helped me to maybe understand myself a little better, or why I act like I act actually.
Mhm.
And yes, it helped me. So, and I like to understand stuff. So, and well, it's myself is pretty complicated sometimes. But yeah, here I am.
Okay. What do you think are the worst parts about typology?
Of typology, of my
Oh,
typology.
no, no, typology in general, like the whole space, like
Uh,
everything, MBTI, socionics, all that.
the worst part of that. I don't know. I think there's a lot of mistyped, and they think there are some types they try to conform actually. They're not trying to think against themselves. They try just to, oh, it's so like us, especially INFJ. It's sometimes I see there's a lot of mistype, I think, a lot of INFP that think that they are like that, but actually they aren't. Or even INFJ that actually are INFJ, but they believe every meme about them, and they are like that Jesus-like syndrome. Can be sometimes pretty annoying. So yeah, it can change people personality because they try so hard to conform, and that actually doesn't help them, just making them worse. So yeah, it's one thing that's it's well, while talking about worse is something I bring along here.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, that is true. So people try to like act like they're type so much that they're actually not growing um as individuals or working
Yeah.
on things they need to work on. So it's quite bad. I think the worst part about it, the elitist mind. That's
Oh,
probably the
yes, I saw that too. But INFJ, the Jesus-like syndrome, is it's kind of an elitist mind. I saw that also at some point with I think it was well when it's a INTJ because at some point they were the rarest type, and they were a little bit proud of that. But yeah, I think it's a necessary step. Uh, Even when I learn something about myself, I think I'm a little bit proud in the beginning. But then, yeah, I reflect on myself and say, yeah, that's so great. I mean, there's no accomplishment anyway. So, but I understand that it's a process. I think it's absolutely normal to people to feel proud at first, and then if they have some kind of self-critic, they can grow then after. But a necessary step for me.
okay. Awesome. What do you see yourself for the next 5 to 10 years?
Uh, Alive, maybe. Uh, I really, I don't see myself anywhere. Well, maybe happier, but there's no form of like where I will be happier. I don't know. In 5 years, if I can stay where I am, I will be pretty happy. Maybe having some new experiences to just, make myself a little bit and discover new things. I like do new stuff, but I don't actually. I mean, I have to have people to bring me along to do new stuff. It's always the others that give me new experiences. I'm not really looking myself for new things. But in 5 or 10 years, I don't know, maybe buying a home, because now it's very difficult for me to make a choice, and I'm always looking about. It's like a smart investment to buy a home, and I don't even need the bank for that because I have enough on my account. But I prefer to just pay rent because I have the feeling that I still have the liberty to move on when I want. But so yeah, maybe in 5 years, at some point I will buy a home. But I don't have a great ambition, so yeah, there it is.
Thomas, you got
In
any?
10 years, oh sorry.
If you could have 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
Uh, hmm. I would like maybe it's to if I could see what my choice, the result of my choice, like in 5 or 10 years, so I could make sure I don't make a bad choice, because I think I'm a little bit haunted about making the bad choice, and at some point I'm getting maybe not stuck, maybe stuck, or just I have to pay the consequences. I would like to make always make sure that I'm making the right bet. I think it's one. The second one, I don't know, peace in the Middle East. I don't know.
What was it? Peace in the Middle East. That's a good one, right?
Well, I mean, I could say, yeah, I would like to see the peace on Earth. I mean, it would be nice, but I think that utopia is not. It's never a good thing, also, because I think well, humanity have to. It's important that we grow, and if I make a wish like everyone is happy forever, I think that it's not a good thing, because happiness forever is like artificial paradise. So even that is not a good wish. So like even now, I'm thinking that I really should make the right wish with the right parameter to make sure that there's no bad consequences for myself and for the others that might be involved by the wish in the wish.
Gotcha.
So and third wish, it's too much to ask for me here. I don't have any other idea. Maybe I don't know, $10 million, well, euros. I'm in Belgium.
Gotcha. Let's say we fast forward your life to like the very end. What would be something you think you missed out on, or something that you would regret?
Uh, I, I don't know. I think I will have to see for myself. But even now, sometimes I regret past relationship. Uh, uh, People that were in my life are not aren't now. So yeah, I think what I would regret maybe if some people that I had in my life and I never see them again, or even I have now, and maybe I will lose on the road. But yeah, I think it will be mostly people, not really an accomplishment, or I don't matter. I'm not like, oh no, I never climbed the Everest, or I can't care about that. Really, I think it will be mostly people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. What is something you're proud about, man?
Huh. It might sound a little bit silly, but well, it's not a long story. But back then, at school, I got I was supposed to go in detention for my behavior. It was Wednesday afternoon, but I got the wrong week and ended up in the week where there was the math Olympiad. And well, since I came to school that day, it was a wrong day. They let me do the math Olympiad instead of coming back the next week to do my detention time. And well, there was like 30 people that choose to be there to do that contest, and I beat them all. And it was pretty. I was pretty proud of myself to be the guy that was not supposed to be there, that was supposed to be in detention, and beat all the guys that choose to sacrifice the Wednesday afternoon, that it's free time in Belgium, to actually do that competition. Yeah.
What do you think holds you back the most?
Fear, I think, but the fear of again, it's my choice. I fear to decide the wrong thing, even with relationship-wise, or even economically, or even about jobs. Sometimes I want to change, then I think about it and see, oh, there's maybe that something will go wrong along the way, or so. In the end, I do not move. I stay with what I know, and yeah. So it's quite. I think it's. I don't remember the word you used in the question, but there it is.
What are some behaviors from others that make you feel angry?
I have to admit that I'm not an angry guy. Most of the time, I'm pretty apathetic. Is that the correct word?
Empathetic. Is that what you
Yes.
said?
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah, I think it's right.
Yes. So, and even if I have that emotion, I don't realize that there are. I mean, it means I don't have strong emotion. Sorry, it's very difficult for me to remember what makes me angry, because it's so light that it reminds me of a meme. It's anger or sadness, two big guy that fights together, and then at some point there's a big monster like 3 times their size, and it says apathetic, and it just crush the two emotion, and you see the guy on his chair like not moving, and I don't know if it's a good depiction of myself, but I can resonate with that. Yeah. But what makes me angry? People suffering. It's sometimes I don't like cruelty. I always find that it's useless. That make absolutely that doesn't help anyone, even the one that actually use cruelty. I think that is hurting himself and is hurting someone, and there's no winner, and that's pretty stupid, I think. Yep.
What is something about your personality that makes you feel insecure?
That makes me feel insecure. I never thought of that. Well, I don't know what kind of feeling is insecurity. I think if I'm afraid to make a choice, it's an insecurity. I think I talked about it a few minutes ago, but I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that question. Maybe performance-wise, I don't like to be actually to be in competition. If I'm under scrutiny, it's can be really stressful for me. So yeah, maybe that's why when I told the story about me doing the math Olympiad earlier, it was I wasn't in competition because I was supposed to do that instead of my going into detention. So I was not really trying, and I think that is what was helped me to just win. So yeah, I think I have a great insecurity about my performance.
Yo, what do you want to be remembered for?
Well, my first thought was, well, I don't really care about being remembered, but if I'm at the end of my life, there's like 2 or 3 people, it can be more or less, I don't know, that, well, will think that I was a great addition to their life. I think it's more than enough for me.
What is something you're trying to work on?
Uh, how to say that in English? When you press, when you bench, yeah, bench. I think is it's not like I'm trying to improve, but when I improve, I'm quite happy. And I don't know. This year, I told myself that I was willing to try maybe more stuff to change a little bit my day to day and putting some new interesting stuff. But it's really hard to motivate myself. I prefer that someone take me by the hand and say, "Oh, let's do that." And most of the time, I say, "Oh, let's see and try." So yeah, maybe I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
How do you feel in social situations?
It depends. If it's if I know if it's something I know and I just play it on repeat, like when I hang out in Lille with certain people, it's okay because it's always the same and I know what to expect. So it's not a big issue. But usually now I have that persona that's quite actually funny. By try and fail and error, and I learn how to actually articulate myself around people and to, well, a little bit please them. So when you saw me 2 days ago in the Zoom meeting, well, Marcus, oh, I forgot to know. It's Marcus? No, it's, sorry. It's Mercer.
Yeah.
You you saw me maybe a little bit more, outstanding, but
Outgoing.
well, outgoing, yes. But it's something that no, I know how to do. It's easier for me when I have my first interaction. I can make them laugh, and it's easier for me then to act and be not too stressed about the situation.
Okay. What's the ideal job for you?
Uh, don't really know. Well, I think it could be a thousand job. I would like to limit. I would like to try them out and see what fits. But if the thing I would like to try the most, maybe it will be an astrophysicist. It's really interesting about. I don't know. I like to read book about astrophysics and not so much about quantum theory, but yes, something like that. But I don't know if I would enjoy it like 10 years, 20 years. Just everything to me seems like a possibility that I would like to try, I guess. But yeah, astrophysics, if the one answer is that one.
Okay. Uh, what's something that stresses you out?
Isfj. Yeah, but this stress me out because the act when people feel I don't know, sometimes by just maybe being myself or just being appear to it might be seem arrogant, but sometimes people think I'm really intelligent, but it's like it's actually hurting them, or they try to compete with me. and then I'm like, no, but no, so sorry. And I feel like, especially with isfj, it's really difficult sometimes to. It's like I'm torturing a kitten, you know. It's but stressing me out in a more general way. Um, I really don't know. An ex of me told me that I was a really anxious person, but I don't really realize that. I don't pinpoint something that really stresses me out. I think there's a multitude of things that stresses me out. But since I don't realize it when it happens to me, I'm just mostly apathic. Like I said, I think my emotions are way down below. I don't have time to realize, and don't really think of it. And sometimes it's afterward I say, oh, maybe I was uncomfortable that time about that, but then I forgot. It's not strong enough, so I will remember.
Okay. What is something you would tell your 5-year-old self?
Well, my 5 years old self,
Mm-hmm.
you want to toy? I think he will not understand a lot of things I will say to him, but I, I, I don't know if I have like an advice. Uh, well, I, I, I don't think that some word will help, but I will try to show him that maybe he's worth something. Um, uh, that he can actually accomplish way more than uh, he think or he might think someday. That will be, yeah, maybe. But I don't think that will really connect with my 5 years old self. But that's my answer.
Okay. What do you think is the problem with why you are unable to make decisions? What do you think is going on there?
Because I'm really, I think the consequences, uh, even for the smallest things sometimes, I think I'm hard on myself when I make bad decisions. Too hard, maybe. I don't handle failure very well. I don't know. I read somewhere that when you don't have a father figure, it's more difficult to actually handle failure. Maybe that it's a reason why. But yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I totally understand, man. Shelly, you there?
Yeah.
You got anything?
What gives you a sense of purpose in life?
Uh, I'm not really looking for purpose. I think everything can be valid, and also nothing can maybe. I'm not looking like for a greater purpose. Like I need some sense coming into my life. So I just try, I think, to be a okay human being. Um, if I can be of some use to other people, I think it's enough. I don't try to save the world or to be really a great figure, but just maybe in my close one, time of some use. I think it's more than enough.
Do you have any fear of making other people feel uncomfortable by your behavior?
Yeah, just it was the part with ESFJ. But yes, that's not. I don't know if it's uncomfortable. Not really uncomfortable. I mean, sometimes it can be funny, but it depends if I can make them feel bad or uncomfortable. Make them feel bad, it's a no-no. Sure, it's something I try to avoid. It's also why sometimes I can stick way too long in relationship. Like I don't want, I want to leave, but I'm trying not to hurt the other one. So I will maybe another day I will tell her. I'm really bad at confronting people. That's for sure. And it's not even it's not a good thing because in the end I think I'm wasting the time and not saying sometimes my truth because I know that it might hurt the feeling of the other the other one. So yes, I did sometimes get stuck in a relationship because of that. Even after I can stay even several months or even a year with someone, I know that after 1 week, I would like to, leave. Yeah.
Do you have any trouble trusting other people?
Not really. I don't. I'm not. I'm not paranoid or else. Most of the time, I just go with what's coming to me and say, oh, because I think it's the thing with not having ambition or a goal, a purpose. It's like, well, they can't really help me because there's nothing they can really take away from me. If they want the spotlight for them, they can have it. So I'm not, and most of the time I don't feel under stress because I'm not competitive. So yeah, sure,
Can
take the light.
you tell us about like your typical weekend? What do you do?
Well, going to the gym. Um, I read. Sometimes I cook. Sometimes if there's a proposition, I hang out with a friend. But I'm not really trying to fill my weekend with stuff.
Anything else, Shirley?
Mm,
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 good.
no. You got something?
I'm done. Ready? Yeah.
Let's go.
You ready? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. So, what we easy to tell about you, man, is you're very informative. Okay.
Okay.
Very, very informative. Okay, that eliminates eight types. Okay. Uh, the thing about you also is you talked about earlier being able to do what you want and get what you want or whatever. So that's going to be more freedom based. So gonna hit you there for pragmatic. So informative pragmatic, that makes you an NTP. And unfortunately,
What
you,
a shock.
huh?
What a shock.
Uh, I mean, you also TI, like you always talking about being empathetic. That's FE, TIFE. Try not to hurt people, FE. So I mean, obviously, everything sounds like a possibility. I love to try. NE, Astrophysics, that's abstract NT territory there. Um, but the difference is you're outcome focused, man. Like you struggle to make decisions because you're trying to make sure you get the best outcome.
Yep. No.
And that's what
So
INTPs are the best at. They're the best at getting the best outcome. Out of all the types, they're the best ones at getting the outcome. Okay.
yep.
They blend in the process, they understand the process and they understand the outcome. I mean, but they're hunting the outcome. But the best outcome, that's what they're hunting. So that's the reason why you're always like, I got to look at all the consequences of what's going on before I make this choice. And because of that, you're struggling to make any choice at all, or you're trying to run away from even making any.
Yeah.
Um,
I know very
because
well about that.
it's like you're saying, like, make sure that I make the right choice outcome, see the results of my choices outcome. So consequences, that's SINE. So yeah, man, we got you as an INTP. Think you typed yourself?
Yeah.
What you type yourself as?
Me?
Yeah,
Uh, INTP.
INTP. So
But like I said to you, it's not unusual to people to see me as an ENTP, as an extroverted people the first time they saw me because like I said, I have the persona that fits very well in social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I can, yeah, be funny, like, I'm smiling, and I have guys that
Yeah.
keep a smile. So yep, that works.
I mean, I would probably say that you are a 5W6, and I would say that you're actually a social 5, and that's the reason why you tricked up a lot of us, because the 5 that's known as most 5s is an SP 5, and you being a social 5 allows you to be more outgoing.
Yeah, but it's also useful because being social, it's the human interaction are quite fun. It brings a lot of pleasure, fun things that come to you, and well, I, like I said, it's we this bring me a lot of joy having good relationship with people. It's easier for me, and it helped me, keep my fear away.
Mhm.
So yeah, but it's because it's useful to me. I'm social because it brings me stuff useful. Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean,
but I did pass the Enneagram some years ago. I think I was a 5, or the alternative was, I think, a 9 wings 1, something like that.
I don't know. I would say you're 5W6 social slash self-preserving. So the self-preserving one is like the usual INTP. Generally speaking, those are going to be that one. But the social one, a little bit more outgoing, more people focused. That's
Okay.
when you primarily are. You can see it in the mega, like in the mega live. You're really outgoing. You even tricked me into thinking potentially you were an ENTP, but like when they get you on the video, easy to see that you're always looking for an outcome. You're always looking
Yeah,
for an
but
outcome.
yeah, it
And
was like in the previous video. I mean, it was the way I acted. Of course, you will think that I'm ENTP.
yeah, but that's why we do interviews instead of just
Yeah.
off the cuss of things. But yeah, man, you got any questions for us?
Not really. But you told me what I already know, but it was. But
I already know.
it's kind of cool. I mean, I'm like I say, I'm I did a lot of not work because not work, but I did a lot of I studied not even today, but I saw a lot of video about MBTI. So I read a lot of things about it. I read some Jung book actually. So I pretty well know the cognitive function and how it works in the stacks. And yeah, it was for me. It was pretty obvious that I was an INTP,
Yeah,
but I wanted to do that kind of thing because I want actually to try myself in English first because it's not my native tongue and it's always a good thing to improve. I suppose not really, but it was fun anyway. And yeah, and I wanted to. I will be on YouTube for the first time. So yeah, so, what you asked me earlier that what I will be want to be remembered for, but it will maybe the last thing. It will maybe be that video. Like in 100 years, there could someone another INTP that looks for insight could look at that video and say, "Oh, I can." I understand that guy. So maybe
there's
yeah.
another outcome there. He's looking for another fucking outcome. See that? It's another fucking.
Well, yeah, I think I don't move if I don't see what I will have from the because like I said, moving is also a choice. It's getting out of my comfort zone. So I have to know what I'm getting for to leave my comfort zone
Mm-hmm.
because I like it.
Well, man, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love having INTPs in the group,
Of
especially
course, you're
outgoing,
an ENTJ. We
especially the
kind of love
outgoing
each
ones,
other. We
especially
love
the
each other.
outgoing ones, because they actually support. Like INTPs really support. So it's always a pleasure to
Yeah,
have them, and
yeah,
always have
but
great ideas.
I will hang around in the Facebook page sometime, and I will. If there's another Zoom meeting when you can just drop by, and I will
Yeah,
sure participate.
Yeah, we do it every month. So we do like every month we do like a mega live where everybody joins and we just talk and have a good time, and it's like more community based.
Yeah, I'll be there next time to troll a little bit the intj. I love when they're so they're so serious about themselves and their morals, and it's just pleasure for me.
Well, all right, man, take it easy. Thomas, you guys got anything?
Yeah.
No, I think that's it, man.
All right, man.
An intj.
Anything?
No.
All right.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. See ya. Bye. Thank you.